I'm Dan Volution. Welcome to another edition of Dan's Fishing Tales. Hey, we're going to be out here ice fishing today. I'm going to get that shelter closed and then we'll get in there and maybe I can explain a little bit to you about operating the Vexilar as well. So let's get in the shelter and start fishing. Well, I already caught a few fish here. As you can see, the flasher doesn't really show up quite right on camera because of the sinking and such. It's got an off and on flash to it, but we're going to be giving it the best anyway to try to show you some of what I'm doing. Now right now it don't look like there's fish down there, but that thing's been lighting up like a Christmas tree. And I started off with my Custom Jigs and Spins Slender Spoon, which had them coming up, but they just weren't quite crazy. So what I did is I went, and hopefully you can see this, it'll focus on it. Maybe not, there it is. That is a Demon, a Custom Jigs and Spins Demon. It's a glow, so I'll put it down here and charge it up. I could put it in my glow ring over there, but yeah, I'd probably be knocking the camera over. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this down in the other hole. I've drilled side-by-side holes, by the way. I use one for my jig and the other one for my depth finder. Naturally, I've got the camera kind of in my way here, but we'll see what it does. It should start picking up the jig. There it is. See that little green flash? Maybe you can see it, I don't know. There's a little green flash there. It's about where it says 10 feet. You can see the 10 feet thing, I know. It's right there. Yeah, I think you can see it. Okay, we're going to take it on down because the fish have been down there a lot further. And hopefully I haven't spooked them out with all of the commotion I've been doing up here. They're not exactly doing like they were. I see a little bit of, yeah, there's some activity. You know, off to the side, it's green. Yeah, he's coming in there. See the red flash down there towards mine? We'll see what we can do with it. Get him a little bit active here. I said, I've already caught a few fish and nice sized bluegills. I'm hoping that we can get another one coming up here just shortly that you'll be seeing. We'll find out. Like I said, they've been coming, but they've also been suspended up here a little ways, and that'll happen. This is a late winter bite now. We just had an extreme cold snap, which was unusual for this time. Usually it's going just the opposite. You're getting a thaw, and you know, you're looking at maybe open water crappie fishing or something like that. But instead, we're sitting on 15 inches of ice here right now. But it's not going to take long to get bad because we've been having a lot of warm weather. And we actually got one a little bit suspended there. And I see another one coming down. I think maybe you can see that. Yep, there, I had one hit. Yep, another one. There, I got one. Okay, that one's the one we're looking at, and that's the one that came down from up above. I'm bringing him in right now. There's another one down there, I see. There we go. Yeah, there's a nice gill right there. You can see that. Okay, got him. He re-grabbed this demon, so I'm gonna get that out of there. Well, I mean, he grabbed this one. That's, you know, sometimes that's what happens. If they come down like that rather than coming up at it, they'll grab it a lot harder. I got out the hemostats, got him, so we'll release him. There he goes, no worse for wear. He wasn't hooked that bad, it was actually kind of wedged. He had taken it so hard. So we'll get down there. It looks to me like they're starting to suspend. I gotta get some more bait. I'm using a crappie nibble on this demon. Hey, I see another red blob down there. I think you can probably see it. It's going green now. Okay, that was another fish we had within our area. And we're going to get down there and see if we can catch him. Put this down here. Those other crappie nibbles I got, by the way, are all dried out. The wrong jar I picked up. That's not good. You can get those kind of, I wouldn't say thawed out, but softened up a bit. And I've heard of different ways of doing it. Some people wet a paper towel and put it in with them, and I mean dampen it actually. You don't want to wet it. You go wet it and you're really going to have a mess. and then they'll stick them in a microwave. I know that sounds weird, but that's what they've done, and I've tried different things like that. I have tried just putting the dampened paper towel in, and it's softened them up. So I see an extra fly. There's one. He's coming in. Okay, they're suspended then. I'm fishing right around that thing that says 10 foot. Because that's what we're setting at. We're setting at 10 foot. There's one. Yep, you got him. Yep, he came up and he grabbed it. Well, that's where he's setting, so we're in 10 foot of water, and there we go. It's another nice one. See? Another nice gill. Get him off. Again, that's on the Custom Jigs and Spins Lime Glow Demon, and I still got my crappie nibble, so we're going to put it back down there. You can see another one down there, deeper. You know, what's funny is these are the first holes I drilled, and like I said, I drilled 2 holes. One so that it's right beside the other one, and then I got my transducer, and I might have my transducer set. Just there's one coming up. See him coming up there? A little bit interested. We'll see what we can do with that. In fact, there's another one there. Yeah, I got a hit. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's some there. They're definitely interested. Oh, had one hit there. It's something that you always want to do when you're using a glow jig like this one that I've got here. When you bring it up to bait it or to check or whatever you want, and any time, if you're fishing it for a while down there, bring it up and charge it. Now, there's different ways you can do it. You can put it in the sun, and of course that'll charge it. But there's also a thing right here, and you can see it. It's called a glow ring, and I got a switch here, and you just turn that on, get it plugged in right here. In fact, I can show you what you do here. I've got it unplugged on purpose. You pull this out and you plug it in here. This is actually a charger port. Now you turn this on, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a bunch of LEDs in there, and you just dip that in there for a second. I mean, you don't have to have it in there very long, and pull it out, and she's done. Just now that thing's charged and ready to go, and I'll drop it back down there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we got another one here. He seems like pretty good. Of course, most of these have been reaped, fighting good. Yeah, there. Oh, big one. Big. Nice. Nice gill. Look at this one. Yeah, you can see him. Yeah, that was hardly in there at all. There he is. Put him back in the hole. And away he goes. But he did get my bait. That's okay. A lot of times if they start doing that, I'll take that jig and I'll drop it all the way down to the bottom, and that's what we're going to do now. Drop it past. I seen one actually coming up. Oop, one hit it just right down there in that blip. Yep, there's one right there. Got him off the bottom. That's what I do a lot of times. I'll take it and I'll do that. Man, this is a nice one. Oh, good gill. Just like the others, really. There you go. See that one? Another good one. And I do real good here in the same spot in the fall. There's something you can look at. Late fall, where are you starting to catch your fish at that time? And how good a fishing are you getting in that spot? Well, there's a good chance that that's going to be their wintering area or very close to it. At least that's what I've always found. And so that's another tip. Drop it all the way to the bottom. And I'm using a frabill ice hunter rod and reel combo, by the way, and I was going to get a straight line and I didn't get it. I see I must have knocked some ice in the hole there that time. Now I'm going, okay, I'm going to get it down there to where, there's my jig. You can see my jig going down. Get it all the way to the bottom. Yeah, last time I was just right there on the bottom when they hit it. So they're definitely running from right down on the bottom to, like I said, up to being suspended about 3 foot off the bottom. So they've got quite a range that you can get them in today. That'll happen sometimes, and other times not. Oh, and another thing, talking about fishing the bottom. I learned this quite a few years ago. if you've got a bottom that's, well, you don't have a lot of weeds in that, maybe none, you can actually get the fish attracted to an area by taking something like a demon like this, pretty much any of your jigs, and especially with the new tungsten ones, where they're a little bit heavier. You take it and you put it right on the bottom and you hit the bottom. You actually, like one guy said to me, he says, making a dust cloud. Yeah, I guess you'd say that. Kind of like, you know, it's not going to be that big, but it's just enough that those fish are going to know, hey, there's something going on there. And they'll come up and hopefully they'll take a look at it and say, maybe I better grab that. Yeah, there's a fish right there, right by where my jig's at. I just pulled it up off the bottom. I went completely to the bottom because I was getting slack line even while I was doing it. There's another one. Okay, I got some fish now, interesting. Now they're suspended about a foot to 2 foot off the bottom. Okay, got the demon back down there. And they're definitely coming up taking a look at it. And it might, yep, there's one hit. Yep, got him. Yep, there's one. Well, definitely made the difference by going back to that demon. And it also, he actually got over in the other hole, and he's wrapped around the transducer. Something that happens once in a while. Yeah, he sure did. He wrapped around the transducer. So, we're going to have to actually bring the fish in with the transducer. That's a nice mess. But that happens. I just had said a little bit ago that I thought I had it set a little bit low. There we go. And there's the fish. Put him back down the hole, and then I'll get my transducer all untangled here. Like I said, something that can happen. That's why what you want to do is, even if you drill another hole like I did, you want to set that transducer so that it is just at the bottom of the hole. Not, and I'll have to get this all straightened out. And how do you do that? Well, it's a good time to show you, I guess. If I can get my Vexilar Tundras here. Okay. Here, hopefully you can see this. There's this little thing right here. So you pull this up and you pop the line out of it, or the cord, transducer cord. You pull that down. I'm going to pull it down to about there, and you pop it right back in. Okay, now that float comes up and it'll hit that. And that should be just about right distance, I hope. I'd like to put it about 15 inches where it'd be at the bottom of that ice. And, like I said, bait this up and we'll get back to fishing. As you may be able to tell here, we've moved just slightly and there are a lot of fish down there. In fact, I didn't move all that many feet, probably about 3 or 4 feet to the north where I told you I had those other holes. And I noticed, I just came over for the heck of it, see what I might see on activity, and there's quite a bit there. So, thought we'll see what happens. Dip it into the glow ring, and I got some crappie nibble on my glow ring. I can actually see that thing glowing inside of there. I wish you could see that. So, now, I'll put that down there. And we'll see what happens after charging it up. Here's one. He came up, he chased it, I was down there on the bottom. Now this is a better one. Better than what that last one was. Oh yeah, look at this one. Nice, nice big bluegill. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. So there's fish there. Going all the way down again. Whoa, yeah, that one came in after it as it fell. Yep, I got some down there then. That's what it takes then. You gotta drop her all the way down, start to bring it back up. Like I said, every time can be just a little bit different. But once you get on to what they're wanting, It'll last maybe a while, and sometimes it'll change within minutes. Sometimes it won't change for a day or more. It's just one of those deals. And like I said, especially this time of the year, because we're starting to get temperatures now in the 40s. It's going to be around 50. We're going to be getting rain. The ice is going to be getting bad. That's all there is to it. It's already not really good clear ice a lot. There's a lot of slush. Actually, it's frozen slush on top when it comes down to it. But there's still fish hitting. Alright, got a good one here. He's really pulling. This could even be a bass, the way he's pulling. I don't know. Hope he don't get in that transducer. He went up in that hole. This is just a very, very nice bluegill. He had a lot more to him than he thought he did, I guess. But it's a nice bluegill. I'd say no bigger than those biggest ones we've been catching. So, you know, there he is. You can see him. Good gill. That last big bluegill might be a good one to wrap this up on. Got a few things to do besides, and I don't know, I might stick around and do a little bit of fishing. I'm getting some pretty nice bluegills here. But I'm going to let you guys go, and hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here, and also the few of the tips that I tried to hand out to you, and maybe, just maybe, I might have taught somebody what they're looking at on their Vexilar if they're seeing those flashes and that. I hope I have. So until next time, get out on the water, or in this case, the ice, and enjoy a great day of fishing.